everybody, this is Manpreet and welcome back to my booktube channel. In today's video, I'm going to review a book which I just finished reading, and I was not going to review this book, but then this was so good that I was like, okay, I have to tell you about this book, and that's what I am doing today. Please excuse my hair because I was not actually going to shoot a video, but then I was like, I need to do the review right now. Talking about the book, this is what the cover looks like, and the cover is actually very deep. Usually the covers of the books are like, to make a person get attracted towards the book and to make him pick up the book, but this cover is very deep and you will know about it when you finish reading the book. Let me tell you a bit about the story of this book. The story is set in Sweden and Camilla Lackberg is a Swedish author itself, and this book is translated, but this was a very good translated version. So there is a girl named Erica who is a writer by profession, and she goes back to her town for the funeral of her parents, but she ends up finding the dead body of her childhood best friend, and everyone thinks it's a suicide, but one has to find out if it's really a suicide, which you will figure out later in the book. And then there is a detective named Patrick who is investigating this whole death thing, and he actually finds out some very gruesome, very bad, very deep secrets about the town itself, and this is what the book is about. It's a brilliant crime thriller. I won't say that I have read a lot of crime thrillers, but I can tell you for sure that this book is super good. Now I'm going to tell you what I think about the book. I'm gonna break this review in different portions as I always do. That is, first I'm going to talk about the character, then I'm going to talk about the plot, then I'm going to talk about the overall experience and little more things about the book. What I really loved about the book is how the characters were in their roles all the time. So this shows how well defined the characters were. It was like actually author was completely aware about who is the person in real. So it was like she was actually talking about a real person. That was super good, and that was something I have not experienced a lot in books I have read till now. Usually if there is a main character, he'll be everywhere in the book, and that is sometimes it gets annoying that why, even if she is not a detective, she is a writer, why is she in every investigation scene? This is not something which is happening in this book. Apart from the main two characters, all the other characters in the book are very complex characters, but I love the simplicity of those characters. I know that is a confusing statement, but that's how this is in the book. The characters are very complex. No character is like a straight person, like this is a bad person, this is this kind of person. It's not like that in this book. But then you never get confused about, oh, okay, this character was like this and suddenly he changed. It never happens in this book. This book has so well defined characters. I am definitely in love with the way the author has built the characters, and if I had to give ratings for character formation, that would be 5.5 out of 5. They were so good. Now let's talk about the plot. I loved how the author managed to keep all the secrets. The timing of author, how, when and where and how a truth has to be revealed is fabulous. The best part of the book was that you were also a part of the story. Author left some places where you could actually guess what was happening. You could actually, think by yourself. You could actually, get the detective cap on and think, okay, now what is going to happen next? So that is something really good. It's like, when you talk about blogging, I am a blogger by profession, so I can tell you, the most important thing is how we are going to interact with the readers. And a writer, through a novel, a writer is able to interact with the reader without actually communicating with them. That is so good. I have never seen an author like that. Seriously, she is so amazing. And considering that she doesn't really write in English, I don't even think she will ever watch my review, but if she ever does, Camilla Lackberg, you are amazing. Keep writing books, a lot of books. I'm gonna read them all. What else I can tell you about the plot? I cannot give you anything about what happens and how it happens, because that would be a spoiler, and I don't think you would like me for doing that, right? Because also I want you to read this book and then discuss about this book with me. So let's move on to the next section. So overall, the book was, do I really need to say that? Everything in the book was super perfect. The language was good. It was a good translated version. I think it has been translated by Stieg Larssons and Henning Mankell's Stephen T. Murray. So I completely do not get who translated it, but this is a very good translated version. Publisher is HarperCollins, and get this book right now because we need to discuss about this book. If you're planning to read this book, you must know that there are quite a few loose ends in the book. That is because this is a part of the series. The Ice Princess is the first book, and then the story of Erica and Patrick continues, and some characters which are related to Erica and Patrick, they are still there in the next book, which is The Preacher by Camilla Lackberg. But the complete crime scene is complete. So if you're thinking, this is a crime thriller and I'll be left in the middle without knowing what happens and all, that is not the case. If I have to give overall rating to this book, it would be 5 out of 5. I actually gave it 4 out of 5 on Goodreads, but after 4 hours, I think this book deserves 5 out of 5 because I don't think there was anything which was missing in this book. Characters were on the point, plot was on the point, everything was on the point. I don't know why I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It deserves 5 out of 5 stars. If you like reading crime thrillers or if you are new to reading books, you would definitely love this book because this is easy to read. This is good, interesting, exciting, and you must read it. That's it for today's review. I just want to clear that this was not a sponsored review. The author doesn't even know that I exist. So you can be sure of that. This is my real opinion. And if you ever end up buying this book, tweet to me at #lifeofmanpreet and make sure you comment down below if you have already read this book or if you're planning to buy it. I have linked my Amazon affiliate link in the description box down below. So if you buy using that link, I'll get a small amount of money which would help me get some good lighting for my booktube videos. If you're using the affiliate links, thank you so much. And if you like this video, do hit thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel because I make book related videos. So if you're in love with books, you should be watching my channel.